Lena's trying to avoid the mission. I'm not trying to avoid the mission, but Jonathan Harris is back to try to get through to his twin flame, Roxanne Oligne, right? Who thinks she's talking to John Lennon. She is. Okay, I don't know the best way to do this. I wanted to just get on with our day and feed the birds. All right. Well, we made that announcement, and now we can take it apart piece by piece. But you can slowly get up in your chair, and we'll feed those birds, and we can talk about it while we're feeding the birds, because that broad is for the birds. All right. So we might as well feed the birds while we talk about it, right? Okay, and then we can get in the kitchen and do our thing because we got a big day ahead, and yeah, you're excited. Okay, me too. And you can't worry about this. Praise be God and praise be God and Mother. You can't worry about. We have to do ceremony. All right, ceremony. We got to do. You can bring it to the window. We're lighting some incense for Jonathan Harris this morning. His twin flame Roxanne, yeah, who thinks John is her twin flame. This is a common thing. This happens. This has happened several times to me now with women on the internet and men who think John is their other significant other. This woman, Roxanne, she has a page on Quora. She calls herself John Lennon's twin flame, twin soul. She's convinced of it, but she's a bipolar manic depressive. Right. She's a oh God. She's a bipolar manic depressive is the problem. It's just the way it is. Yeah. That's what she is. She hears voices. Yeah. This happens. She's very psychic. So it happens if you're not careful with yourself, you start to really hallucinate. Now, people could argue, "Oh, Lena, what makes you think that's not your situation?" Well, I went to every possible channel down here on Earth to the top psychiatrists in New York State to make sure that I was not. I never once thought I was crazy or bipolar or anything, but I was like, I want to hear the professionals say it. Yes. And I was not afraid to hear what they had to say, but the professionals professed me to be sane and highly psychic. In fact, they all spoke to John through me. And lovingly so. I still get Christmas messages from these people asking how me and John are doing. These are top psychiatrists. Praise be God and Mother, yeah. Top psychiatrists in their field. Not so with Roxanne, I don't think. I get the feeling that you get the feeling? Here's what Roxanne does. Well, we can open the window. Okay. She reads books about John Lennon all day long. Right. Yeah, she just reads books about John, obsesses about his life with Cynthia and May Pang. She's a classic Yoko hater. She really hates Yoko. And that's a bad sign because Yoko is a very powerful spiritual force. And if you hate Yoko, you're really barking up the wrong tree where John is concerned. Yoko was the most, aside from Sean, the most powerful soulmate John had on Earth. Yes, that's correct. Same as you and Christopher, believe it or not, even though you guys argue a lot. Let's just put this down and feed the birds quick and close that window. It's too cold. All right. God and Mother, we thank you for another day on the planet together. We are here to have ceremony, feeding the birds, a holy act in itself, as we are assured, burning a little bit of Nagchampa, holy incense, and praying. Jonathan Harris is here. He's thanking me for helping him to connect with his twin flame, who is having some serious delusions about being John's twin flame. My John, yeah. That girl wrote to me constantly for a while, trying to convince me, and beg me to change my mind and admit that after 10 years of my writings. Oh, that's the other thing. Roxanne obsessively reads our blog and steals information from Lena's and my blog on WordPress and makes it her own. Right. She's like, oh, here they all come. Okay, that's a good sign. And yeah, it's really cold. Yeah. Super cold this morning. Guys, give them a little bit of those checks too. All right. I knew you were gonna not let me off too easy. Well, you want to give them plenty, and this way you're not thinking about them while we're cooking inside. All right. I keep thinking a squirrel's gonna jump in the window. Checks, anyone? John said, "Oh, get him some wheat checks this week." So we did. Throwing some checkies out there. Go ahead, guys. Have some damn checks. They're all over the place. That's all right. That's all right. And then you want me to make some Chex Mix for breakfast? Yeah. Okay. Let's get this in here. Close that damn window. God, I don't even have my hat on. What am I, crazy? Absolutely freezing out. Well, that's why you got to feed them early so they can get warm and eat all their food. And the bird bath is frozen solid. That's how you know. Little sparrow. She's like, wow, look at all my food. So anyway, what are we saying? Okay, so Jonathan Harris, if you know, Jonathan Harris was Dr. Smith on Lost in Space. Very fine actor. His twin flame is still alive down here. She's an older woman. She's suffering from the delusion that John is her twin flame. Right. That's it. That's what's going on. And I don't enjoy involving yeah, say it. You don't enjoy being involved in this kind of thing. No, I don't. No. That's correct. I do not. In fact, I said, what did I say to you this morning, John? Lena said very, very distinctly, can't we just let her think that you're with her and enough for it? And I said, I cannot do that in good conscience to Jonathan because he wants to complete this mission with her and we are his only help that might make a difference. At this point, it's not looking great. Right. She belongs in a mental hospital. Right, okay. Right. This is what it is. She needs to get clear. It's called getting clear. Right. It's called getting clear. If you've ever been in a mental facility, they want to get you clear. Right. Yes. That's correct. And so the beat goes on, and so the beat goes on. The good news is we're done. Roxanne, that's the message for you this morning. Get with it. Get yourself some help. Stop reading John Lennon books and filling your mind with the thought that you're channeling me. You're not channeling me. You're not channeling me. You're regurgitating my blog with Lena, and you're regurgitating all the books that you cannot stop compulsively reading. This is not channeling. This is delusional thinking. This is delusional thinking. And you need to get clear. That's it, Lena. Let's go into the kitchen. Okay, honey. I love you. Mother and Father. Thank you, Mother and Father. Thank you, thank you. I'll get a bell going for you guys because we have to do that. We do it for the birds. We do it for the bees. We do it as we please.